Welcome to Take 5, your 5-minute inspirational message from Solid Rock Drogheda. And welcome to a new year. Welcome to 2025. And in these first few days of a new year, I want to talk about some new things. Because a new year is a time for new things. And you know, the Bible has a lot to say about new things. There's many different new things that the Bible speaks about. But perhaps the most important of all is that of a new creation. In 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 17, it says, "Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old has gone and the new has come." And you know, whenever we see the word therefore, we should always ask, what is it there for? Because the word therefore is referring to what comes before it. And leading up to this point in 2 Corinthians chapter 5, it's talking about the great truth of reconciliation. That we once were separated from God, but now we have been reconciled to him through the cross of Jesus Christ. And verse 16 says, "From now on, we regard no one from a worldly point of view. Though we once regarded Christ in this way, we do so no longer. Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old has gone and the new has come." And it goes on to say what the outworking of this is and where it all comes from. "All this is from God, who reconciled us to himself through Christ and gave us the ministry of reconciliation." That God was reconciling the world to himself in Christ, not counting men's sins against them. And he has committed to us the message of reconciliation. We are therefore Christ's ambassadors, as though God himself were making his appeal through us. We implore you on Christ's behalf, be reconciled to God. God made him who had no sin to be sin for us, so that in him we might become the righteousness of God. And this is the message we proclaim. It's this great swap, this great transaction that God put our sin upon Jesus and we receive the righteousness of Jesus. And we are a new creation. And you know, one thing that fascinates me is that even if people are not Christians, and even if they quite vehemently reject Christianity, they still want to celebrate Christmas. They still want to celebrate a new year because there's something hardwired into us as human beings that we want God to break into our lives. Whether we admit that we even believe in God or not, we know we're in a mess. And we want God to in some way break in and change everything. And that's what Christmas is about the shining of the light into the darkness. And Emmanuel, God is with us. But then, so soon after that comes the new year, a time for everything to become new. And that's why people celebrate a new year. They say goodbye to the old year. They make New Year's resolutions to try to set new habits and new ways of doing things. And they want everything to be made new. But the fact is, everything hasn't been made new. Just linking hands and singing Auld Lang Syne and counting the moments down to midnight does not make you a new creation. And so with all the best wishes and the best resolutions in the world, they still end up messing up. It still goes wrong because the heart is the same. The nature is the same. And so the whole thing about Christmas and New Year, God breaking into our lives and then everything becoming new, can only be fulfilled in the gospel. Every year, the celebrations at Christmas, the celebrations at New Year are but a pale shadow of people longing for something more substantial. And that more substantial reality is found in Christ when all things become new. Not just a new intention, not just a desire to do things better in a new year, but a new heart and a new nature, because we are quite literally born again. God bless you today. Join us again tomorrow for another Take 5, your 5-minute inspirational message from Solid Rock Drogheda.